Hello guys, this is Sumadan Kale and welcome to all of you on my YouTube channel Python Developer. So guys, in this video we will see the Python for loop. Okay, we will see all about Python for loop and we will learn how to interact with for loop. Before that guys, those guys do not subscribe to my channel, please subscribe it so that you will get such type of videos posted by the me. Okay, and please like it and please share it. Okay, so that I will inspire of your likes and will make such type of videos like of this. Yes, so let's start guys today's video and please see guys video till the end. Okay, so let's start Python for loop. So first I will give the heading as for loop. Yes, in last video we have seen the while loop. Now we will see the for loop. What is for loop guys? So for loop is used for iterating over the sequence. Okay, that is either it should be the sequence should be list, it should be a tuple, dictionary, set or a string. Yes, it can be anything. Yes, so with the for loop we can execute a set of statements once for each atom in a list, tuple, sets and etc. Okay, so what is syntax for loop guys? So we have to give I here use the syntax. That means the format. Yes, how you can write the for loop. Okay, so you have to write as first for and give any initializer that we have given in the while loop, that is I is equal to or initialize equal to 0 or 1 anything. So here we don't know give we don't need to give the initializer, that is I equal to 0 or 1 or anything. So instead of I you can use any word or any letter character. Yes, so generally I use the I. So this I in, yes, I in, you have to give here, you have to give here iterator. Yes, iterator, that means it should be list, string, tuple, sets, dictionary or anything. And then you have to give the colon, and in the next line you have to give some statements, what conditions or anything that you want you can give here, that are the statements. So this is the syntax for loop guys. Okay, so for example, if I want to use the for loop, yes, if I want to use the for loop on a list, suppose this is my list of numbers, I will take the numbers 1, 2, 3 and 4. These are my four numbers. Okay, I have to print all these numbers separately, all these numbers separately. So how can I get these numbers separately? By using the for loop. Yes, by using the for loop. So let's see, this is a for. Yes, for I will use I, then in you have to give the iterator. Now what is iterator here guys? Here iterator is l. Okay, and then you have to give the colon. Okay, now I want to print each element of the list. I want to print each element of the list. So what I can print? So I will print here, I will print here as I will print here as I, and this is the syntax completed, and this is the for loop. Okay, if I run this, I will get the elements of this list separately. Yes, so 1, 2, 3 and 4, these four elements are get separated and it will give you separate elements. Okay, so this is the iterating through a list. Yes, we can iterate by using for loop through strings also. Yes, the for loop does not require an indexing variable to set the program. Yes, so in while loop we have to set some index, initializer index. So here in the for loop we don't need to initialize the index. Yes, so this is the thing that we have to remember. Okay guys, I hope all of you understood the for loop. Now I will take some another topic in for loop, that is looping through string. Okay, we will use the for loop through string. So I will give as looping through looping through string. Yes, looping through string, and let's run it. So I have to convert it first markdown, and then I will run it. Okay, guys. So markdown and run. So looping through strings. So what is looping through strings? So even strings are iterable objects. They contain a sequence of characters. Okay, they contain a sequence of characters. So suppose I want to iterate through string. I will take this string as Python. Yes, I will take string as Python underscore developer. Yes, developer. I will take this string and I will use the for loop on the string. So for I in this string, yes, yes, for I in yes. So I have to print I. Okay, I have to print the I. Let's run it. So what I will get, guys? I will get all these elements of the string, that is Python underscore developer. Yes, all elements are get. So we have a string that is a Python developer, and we get each and every element of the string using the for loop. Yes, so this is the thing. Now uh, we will see the break statement. We will see the break statement. What is break statement? Using the for loop. So in for loop we can use the break statement. Yes, so break break statement, we can use the break statement in for loop. In the previous video we have seen we can use the break statement in while loop also. Yes, so this is the break statement, guys. So what is break statement? With the break statement we can stop the loop before it has looped through all items. Yes, that means at a particular position we can stop the for loop. Yes, in while loop also by using the break statement the same use. Yes, we can stop the loop at the particular position. Yes, so this is the break statement. So let's see. I will take the same string here, the same string here, this one, and the same code I copied, and I have to use the break statement here. I have to use the break statement. So where I will use the break statement now, guys, see, after print I will use the condition. If this I equal to equal to, suppose I will use D. I will use the D. I equal to D. So where in D? D is in this string. Yes. So I have to give the string I equal to D, and then give the colon, and right here as break. And suppose I will run this, then what I will get? I will get Python underscore and this D. I will get the string till D. I will get the string till D, not after the D. That means it will break this for loop after the D. Suppose instead of D, I will use here E. Then what will happen, guys? Let's see. So it will take this E, first E occur, first occurrence. It will take the first occurrence. There are three E's in here. Yes. So it will take the first occurrence of the character or anything. So by using break statement, we can break the for loop. Yes. So it's very easy. Now, if we use this break statement before the print statement, then what will happen? Let's see, guys. I will copy the same code here. Yes, and I cut this now, and I have to use this condition. I have to use this condition before the print statement, before the print statement. And let's see what will happen. Let's see what will happen. It will not take the value e. It will not take the value e. uh, Here, after, if we take this condition after the print statement, then we get the e. But if we take this condition before the print statement, we do not get the e. Yes, so this is the difference here of the break statement. That means the loop is break when the value is e. Yes, it is e. It will be break. It will be break. So firstly it is break, not it will not give the e. So this is the break statement. Now there is another statement, that is continue statement. Yes, so we can use continue statement here. Yes, continue statement. Let's convert it to the markdown and run it. So similarly, in the while loop, we have seen the continue statement. The same use is here. So with the continue statement, we can stop the current iteration of the loop. Yes, and continue the next. So we can stop. Suppose we want to stop any iteration in the for loop, so we can use the continue statement. But if we want to stop the for loop, at a particular position, we use the break statement. But if we want a particular position element, if we do not want a particular position element, then we can use the continue statement. So let's see. I will copy not this one. I will take another now list. I will work on the list. So L is my list. These are the numbers. Yes, in the list. These are the 5 numbers in my list. So I will use the for loop on it. So for I in this list L, okay, I will use the condition now. So if this the value of I equal to 3, equal to 3, that 3 is in the list L. Yes, so if it is a 3, then I want to continue. I want continue, and at the last I will print the value of I. Yes, and let's run, guys. We I do not get the 3. I do not get the 3. I get all this value instead of this 3. So 1, 2, 4, and 5. I get 1, 2, 4, and 5. But I do not get the 3. So this is the continue statement. That means it will break the for loop at this position, and it will continue. Okay, it will continue after this position. That means it will not take the uh, 3 element in the list A. Yes, so this is the thing. Okay, guys, now the most important thing in the for loop, that is the range function. Okay, the range function. So we will see the range function. Yes, it's very important in for loop. Yes, so it is used everywhere. That is the range function. So we will see all about the range function. Let's run it first. Now guys, see, the loop through a set of code, a specified number of times, we can use the range function. Yes, we can use the range function. So generally the range function returns a sequence of numbers starting from 0 by default. Yes, by default it will return a sequence of numbers starting from 0 and increments by 1. Increments by 1, that means 0, 1, 2, and so on. Default key. And it will end at the specified number. It will end at the specified number. Suppose I want the range of 6. Okay, so I will use the for loop. So for I in this range, I in range of 6, I in range of 6, I want all these numbers, so I will print I will print the I. Yes, and let's run it first. Let's run it. What I will get? I will get the numbers starting from 0 defaultly and up to the 5, up to the 5. It will not take the argument that is the 6. It will not take the argument 6. It will range. What is the meaning of range? Range means up to that element, but not that element. This is the boundary element. We do not take the boundary element. Yes, up to the 6, we can take all elements from 0. Okay, this is the default. So this is the range. Now, suppose there are three parameters in the range function. Okay, this is if we give the one parameter, this is the output. Suppose we give the two parameters. Two parameters. The range function defaultly gives us 0 as a starting value. However, it is possible to specify the starting value by adding a parameter. Yes, and suppose I will write as for I in range of, what is the range? Suppose I will write 2 to 6, 2 to 6, and I want all these number from 2 to 6. So I will print the value of I. Yes, and let's run it, guys. What I will get? I will get 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. It will start from 2 and ends at 6, but it will not include the 6. Yes, so here I will give the range functions format. Yes, what is the range function? So range of, you have to give the starting value. Yes, comma, you have to give the end value here, and comma, you have to give the stop here also. Yes, you have to give the stop here also. So not stop, step. Yes, that means how many steps you want. Defaultly it will be increment by 1. That is, there is a difference between two numbers. Yes, the difference between two numbers is 1. But if you want, if you do not want the difference is 1, so you can take the step parameter also. Yes, so this is the start and end. Okay, this is start and end. So range of start comma end. Yes, start and end. Now we will see the pattern for start, end and step. Okay, start, end and step. This is only for end. Yes, this is only for end. Now we will see the start, end and step. So let's see what it will be happen. So I will take for loop. Okay, so for I in range of, this range of, I will take I start from 2 and I will end at 50. I will end at 50 and I take the difference as 3. I take the difference as 3. I want in this range element. So I will print the value of I. Okay, and let's run it. So what I will get? I will get 2, 5, 8, 11. There is a difference. There is a difference of 3 between these two elements. If you take the subtraction of 5 minus 2, you will get the 3. Similarly, if we take any two number subtraction, we will get the 3, and it will go up to 50. Okay, so what is last element, guys? Here is a 47 is the last element. Okay, what is the next element here? 47, and if we add the 3 in 47, we will get the 50. We will get the 50. We will get the 50, but 50 does not include in the range. Yes, so it is the argument here. If here is a 51, then it will be included. Yes, so this is another format for the range function. It is range of, this is a start comma end, and we have to give the step also. Yes, so this is the for loop, sorry, range function using the for loop. Okay, I hope guys all of you understood the concept of range function. So this is very most important function in for loop. Yes, so I will make another video for loop, so you can see there what is the use of range function in for loop, and how many problems are there in for loop. By using range function we can solve them. Yes, so this is the thing. We will make the another video for it. Now let us see the another topic for loop, that is else in for loop. We can use the else statement in for loop. Yes, so else in for loop, how we can use the else statement in for loop. Okay, so let's see. The else keyword in for loop specifies a block of code, okay, to be executed when the loop is finished. Yes, suppose the loop is finished and we want to give some uh, statement after finishing the loop. So we can give the else statement there, and in the else statement we can print anything that we want to give. Yes, suppose I will use the range function also and else also. So I will write the code as for I in a range, for I in a range of, for I in a range of 5. Yes, and I will I print I. Okay, and then in the else condition I will use the else keyword. So in else I want to print finally finished. That means the for loop is get finished. For loop is get finished. So I will use finally finished. Finally finished. Yes, and let's run it. If we run it, I will get the output as firstly for range function and secondly finally finished. That means it is finished. Yes, so I can give the such type of expression at the end of the for loop. So here we have to note that, but we have to note that the else block will not be executed if the loop is stopped by the break statement. Yes, if the loop is stopped by the break statement. That is how. Let's see. I will copy the same code here. Yes. Now, if I use the condition, if if I equal to 3, I equal to 3, so I want to break, and then print I, and then this condition. Let's see what will happen. It will give me the error. It will give me the error. It will not be executed. Yes, so the else block will not be executed if the loop is stopped at the break statement. Yes, suppose yes, it is not clear. Yes, now it will give output. Sorry, it will give output, but it will stop here also. Here itself break. It will break itself. So it will not go to the else part because we have stopped the for loop here itself. Yes, this is the thing that we have to remember. Okay, guys, I hope all of you understood the else in the for loop. Now we can use nested for loops. Okay, as we have seen the nested ifs and ellipse. So in this way, we can use the nested for loops. So let's see how we can use the nested for loop. This is very interesting thing, and this for loop is very important in Python. We can use anywhere the for loop. Yes, we can solve the difficult problem in mathematics, physics, or anything. Okay, by using the for loop. Yes, so nested loops. Let's see how we can use the nested loops. So firstly, the nested loop is a loop inside a loop. Nested loop means what? Loop inside a loop. So the inner loop will be executed one time for each iteration of the outer loop. Yes, the inner loop will be executed one time. Inner loop will be executed one time for each iteration of the outer loop. Let's see what will happen here. Suppose I will take n as a list of numbers 1, then 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and I will take the another list. M is the list of squares of the n list. Yes, so 1 square is 1, 2 square is a 4, 3 square is a 9, 4 square is a 16, and 5th square is 25. Yes, these are the two lists for me, and I want to show the number and its square in a tuple. Number and its square in tuple, or they are in one tuple list or anything. Yes, so I will use the for loop. So for I in, yes, for I in n, for I in n, again I will use the for loop. For some I will use now some another letter j. For j in m, I want to print, I want to print x comma y. Yes, x comma y, and let's see what will happen here. Let's see what will happen. So x is not defined, sorry, it is not x y, n and m na? Yes, n comma m, and let's see what will happen. So it will give me this type of matrices, this type of matrices. Let's see how it will be. Okay, how it will be. So for firstly, the value of I in n. Okay, I will explain now, guys. The value of I in n is 1. Okay, is 1. Now the we will set 1 as value in I and take the values for j. Take the values for j in m. So what are the values for j in m? So 1, 4, 9, 16, and 25. So these many values 1, 4, 9, 16, and 25. Okay. Then again this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here itself. Okay. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Again 1, 4, 9, 16, and 25. Okay. It will be continued. It will be continued. And suppose I will use, instead of this print here, suppose I will use this print statement. I will not use this print statement here because it will give me indentation here. Yes, it will give me indentation here. So this is the thing. That means we can print these many types. Yes. So firstly, we have print the numbers, and ahead of numbers we have print their squares. It is in list. Firstly the numbers and then their squares. Yes. So how many times this will be repeated? How many times this will be repeated? There are combinations. Yes, there are combinations of these, and these combinations will take, and that many numbers of list are printed here. Yes, so this is the nested loop. Now the last topic for loop is the pass statement. Yes, as we have seen the pass statement in while loop also. Yes, so what is the pass statement? Let's see the pass statement. Yes, in for loop. Generally, guys, for loop would not be empty. Yes, it should contain anything, as if else contains something. So for loop is also contains something. Yes, it contains something. It will not be empty. But if we for some reason we have a for loop with no content. Suppose we have a for loop with no content. There is some reason, and due to that reason, we have a for loop, and in this for loop, we don't have any content. So put in the past statement. We have to put such a type of for loop in a past statement for avoiding the error. So I will use, guys, for, yes, it's very easy. For I in, I will use the list now. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, or 5. Yes, this one. This is my list. Now I will pass this for loop. I will pass this for loop. It will not give me any output. Yes, and it will not give me error also. For avoiding the error, I will use the pass step. Okay, guys. I hope all of you understood the for loop in detail. Yes. So this is the detailed discussion of the for loop. If you like my video, please like it and share it. Okay. So thank you for watching the video.